Project Sapient is a podcast meant to engage our brothers and sisters in the law enforcement and military communities in conversations that we all know we need to have. All opinions you'll hear are our own, are protected by our First Amendment of the United States Constitution, and in no way reflect or are meant to reflect the opinion of any specific agency, officer, or service member. Some opinions may be controversial. Listener discretion is advised. Enjoy.
Hello, Ayman.
Hello.
How are you, sir?
Same old, doing stuff.
I have a happy thing to report. It's actually sunny out.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
And these guys are probably going to hear this in a couple of weeks, but it's been a fucking week of full rain. I feel like I'm in London.
Yeah.
Right?
I thought we beat that war. We won that war.
How do you like my shirt?
I love it.
Peace, love, and hollow points, motherfucker.
Uh-huh. Love it.
Guys, Project Sapient, thank you so much for listening. Thank you for subscribing. We love all of you. We want to thank our supporters, HavocJournal.com, GymJunkies.com, VectorShields.com, WellnessForWarriors.live, LiveBoston617.org, EagleEyeFirearmsMA.com, ODKit.com, GunTrack.app, and Houlet-Law.com. We love you. Thank you for supporting us and making us the #1 military and law enforcement podcast on the planet. Woo! So, what are we doing today, Ayman?
So, an article of mine, since this pops up from time to time on the interwebs, about the thin blue line flag.
I'm literally shaking.
I know. Are you triggered?
I am fucking triggered.
Yeah, I know.
How dare you?
It's like...
This is a symbol of hate. It's a symbol of oppression.
Yeah.
No, it's not, you fucking moron.
No, I'm just like, I read a couple articles today because it's coming back up again for some odd reason, where another police department had to take their stuff down.
Did the chief post a letter? I think the chief posted a letter to his guys.
I think that was it. I don't know. There was like a couple this week that all of a sudden it happened.
So can I get angry yet, or should we do the article?
No, dude. I'm all about the anger, bro. That's why I'm doing this article, so I can get your blood pressure skyrocket.
Let's do the article, and then we can have a lot of anger.
Okay. Well,
my patron saint is Saint Anger. So.
Oh, there it is.
Oh, this isn't very long.
No, we'll stretch it. Hey, that's what she said.
Giggity goo.
Yeah. So, but here's the thing. Here's the truth about it.
Yes.
Right. Like all that bullshit that you hear out there in the social media world and the media world and whatever other bullshit. None of it is like true about how is the thin blue line equivalent to white supremacy? I really do not understand that, especially, again, people. Do your fucking homework and research.
They don't want to.
I know.
Ayman. They don't want to do their reresearch. They don't want to fucking any of that. They'd rather be told. It's the whole 6-second concept of social media.
I know. It's to me, it's like a continued assault on the profession.
Yeah, it totally is.
Now, I've heard sides of people who are saying it's against the code of the U.S. flag laws and blah, blah, blah. And I understand that. I get that.
Are you reading the article?
Not yet.
Okay.
As a veteran myself, I love the good old red, white, and blue.
Yeah.
But to me, this flag, as a veteran, this flag represents another part of service to the country.
Of course it does.
Just like the firefighters with the thin red line. Just like the, actually now the military has a thin green line. Dispatchers has a thin yellow line.
Yeah.
But here's the thing. To me, again, as a veteran, I'm all about red, white, and blue. But to me, that flag with the thin blue line is just another representation of public service.
Of course.
That's all it is.
I see it. I don't see this as ever disrespecting the flag, right? Old Glory. I don't.
No.
Because you'll never see this flag flying on top of the American flag, right? It'll always be exactly where it needs to be.
Yep. It's always lower.
It's always lower.
The red, white, and blue is always the highest to fly.
Right.
All the other flags, lower. It's just the way it is. Even when we march, right? The American flag is always up. When we do the present arms, the American flag, it never lowers. The other flags lower. American flag stays upright.
And the other flags can be the state flag, can
Yeah.
be fucking all kinds of shit.
Yeah, exactly. And it's like, again, it goes into the whole, pussification of America. Like now it's yes, thin blue line is white supremacy. We don't need to have a flag that represents. I know.
What am I like doing something wrong here?
Well, yeah, that's a yellow flag.
It's a yellow
asshole.
flag. Oh my God. I actually,
Or how about this sign?
yeah. Oh my God, dude.
The universal sign that we all know as kids that you get
Nut
punched.
tap.
And you saw it. You looked at it, so I got to punch you. I'm not going to do it right now.
But let me ask you a question. We have the thin blue line flag up.
Yeah.
Right? I wore a subdued flag.
Yeah.
On my uniform.
Yep.
On my SWAT uniform.
Yep.
And one of the funniest things would be like, hey, is your flag backwards?
Yeah, well, no, because we're running towards the enemy.
So you have to explain that
Yeah,
first.
yeah.
And then I'd always get the questions is, why is it subdued? Doesn't that go against the military code? And I'm like,
If you look at a lot of military units, actually, I still have my flag
Yeah.
from Iraq. It's IR. It's
yeah.
tan, IR. Yeah. No, get the fuck out of
like
here.
if you did a little bit of research, guys and girls, right? And I'm not saying this to you guys because you're awesome listeners. We have the best listeners on the fucking planet.
Yes.
But if these people did a little bit of research, they'd know that they're idiots. And that's why they don't do the research.
Exactly. And here's the thing. So I'm going to get into the article if you want to bring
Go
up
for
the first paragraph there. Yeah, there we go. The first page. So let's talk about the media a little bit about it. And of course, it does not have a problem in running a story like that because you know what? It sells for them.
Yeah, exactly.
It sells newspapers. It gets clicks on the frickin' websites, whatever.
It's engagement, brother.
And these days, again, there's hardly any sort of investigative journalism these days. There are some, but they're few and far between.
Yeah.
And it's more for ratings, hot button topics. Every single law enforcement officer was left scratching their heads at that one. Like, how is it white supremacy?
Can I just to interject for a second?
Yeah.
Talking about doing the whole, how the media has deviated from their true intention.
Yeah.
Did you see Project Veritas? Have you seen them?
Yes.
So they do a lot of like the expose, hidden camera stuff.
Yes.
Like really, really good shit that they're doing, right? And they tell you they're not right or left. They're middle, but it just so happens that 99.9% of the scandals that they're uncovering is fucking far left, right? Excuse me. So the other day, they set up a guy from CNN. Did you see this one?
No, I didn't see this one.
They set up a guy from CNN. Guys, I mean, if you just Google or YouTube, and I hate saying the name because YouTube is giving a shit, but if you put in the search bar Project Veritas and CNN, it'll come up. It's got like millions of views. So they set this producer up on like Tinder dates. And the Tinder date was the investigative journalist.
Yeah.
Right. And she was recording him the entire time. And he was like, measuring his thing with everybody. Oh, we did this, we did that, we blah, 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 blah. And he was like, yeah, of course. If it wasn't for CNN, Trump would have gotten reelected. And she was like, so you actually pushed all these false narratives? And he's like, yeah, we did. And like she kept going and going and going.
Yeah.
And one of the biggest things that he said that caught my attention more than the other Trump stuff and all that stuff was he was like, oh, of course, fear sells.
Well, of course it does.
And so he mentioned that one of the things, and mark my words, the internet is forever. This is going to go, and we're starting a new service, by the way. Everything is going to be literally written down on this service, and it's going to be searchable content. Mark my words, the new scare is going to be climate change.
It's always been the scare.
They're going to push it.
Oh, okay.
They're going to push it. They're going to push. He says it in the thing. He says, we're going to push climate change. We haven't figured out exactly how, but fear sells.
Well,
we're going to scare people to death.
Look at the simple fear of COVID, and I had a runny nose, and I wish I had toilet paper, and it turned into a mad dash to get toilet paper because apparently you get explosive diarrhea or something.
What if I run out of toilet paper?
And I'm telling you, watching the fights over the toilet paper, I actually bought popcorn, sat down, and went through all the different channels and all the different YouTube videos just to watch people fighting over toilet paper. And it was the most enjoyment I've ever had. I loved it because to me, I love that kind of. It's called stupid chaos.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because you can see the sheer stupidity of humans.
It's like fucking ostriches running around.
Oh, it was great. I'll never forget one of them where like two dudes tackle and fight over a thing last
Charmin.
I'm like, dude, is this where society has gone to? Fucking, I'm like, come on.
Do you remember, I know we're deviating, but do you remember the fucking, he was really popular on YouTube, the milk and bread guy?
Oh, yeah.
Is that, when we saw that at first, we're like, man, this is fucking funny.
Oh,
is
yeah.
that not what happened?
Oh, no.
Gotta get the milk and bread.
Hey.
Gotta get the milk and bread.
This tropical storm
Oh my God.
that made it, they overblown so much. And I'm like, and then it came over as a passing shower.
passing shower.
Sure, it had a little bit of wind to it,
what about the new one? The Delta variant.
oh,
The Delta variant is coming.
oh my God.
The fuck out of here. All right, back to the article.
Well, it all ties in.
It all ties in.
It all ties in. So, okay, so let's, again, I go into our, so let's get serious a little, right? Before the thin blue line became a flag, its origins can be traced back as far as 1922.
Really?
Here's some fact. When NYPD commissioner used the term thin blue line, but what does it represent? Thin blue line represents a line between order and chaos. Hence, the blue line represents law enforcement being in between order and chaos. And I think we got a great picture of basically what it looks like.
If this isn't the truest picture you've ever seen,
Yes.
look at that shit.
There it is. That is the fucking thin blue line. It's not this wall of secrets or fucking witchcraft or whatever the fuck y'all want to fucking come up with. Yeah, I know I'm getting fired up, but that's all it is. It's a simple line of cops.
Secret crack pipe.
It's a line of cops. No, dude, I'm going meth. I'm going all out. It's look at that again. You guys up on the YouTube. You've got a thin blue line of cops.
Yeah.
The left side of the street, nice, empty,
Order.
clean, order. On the right, complete chaos.
We call that Charlie Franks.
Yeah.
Cluster fucks.
Yeah. And that is, in a nutshell, the thin blue fucking line.
Absolutely.
And that is it. There is nothing that says that is white supremacy. There's nothing that we do that indicates. I know I heard an argument a while back where, well, law enforcement at first were slave catchers. I'm like,
they're using maritime law and all that shit.
Civil War era type shit. And I get it. It was a bad time. But if you want to trace our roots to that, it actually traces even further back. Sir Robert Peel.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Right?
Dude.
1820s. He came up with the 9 principles of law enforcement. I'm not going to get into that because we did a separate episode on that. But he was talking about rights, even back in the 1800s, rights, freedoms, due process, all that stuff. That's how far back law enforcement goes, not to the fucking slave catchers of the Civil War era and maybe some, early in the 50s and 40s. Like, we get it. But law enforcement has evolved a lot.
We've done a fantastic job.
Here's the thing. As we always hear and learn, and it never surprises me when we get an outside instructor from another part of the country and they come up to New England and they tell us, they get astonished at how smart cops are up here.
Yeah.
And usually the most kind of telling thing is if you can be a cop in New England, you can be a cop anywhere in the country.
Oh, yeah. I believe that.
And that's the thing. Again, it shows, though, through, again, education, through learning, through studying, through everything that we do as a profession.
It's not only that, it's that plus the fact that, the Northeast is so fucking saturated.
Yeah.
With people.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? In the city that I work, in the city that you work, there's everything.
Oh, yeah, everything.
Everything.
Yep.
And the ratios are very equal.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you could be driving down the street, and it's actually something I don't know if I should get into here, but the new laws that have come out in Massachusetts about the whole racial thing.
Yep.
Have you heard about that?
I've heard so much, so I don't know what's new.
It's one of those things that came from, the thin blue line, butt hurting everybody, the white supremacy, butt hurting everybody. And now it's basically, if somebody wants to appeal a ticket per se, or an arrest or something like that, they can automatically appeal it on the basis of racial inequity.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I did read that.
And then if they appeal it on the basis of racial inequity, you as the officer have to yourself pull out every one of your stats, which is easy for me. I don't know how most of these departments are.
Yeah.
And then you have to take them in front of a judge.
Yep.
And if a judge finds like any kind of data point in there that shows that you could be racist, he can decertify you on the spot.
How about this? You're a white cop in Dudley Square.
That's what I'm getting at.
Yeah.
That's what I'm getting at.
Yeah.
Like, I'm a white cop. Forget Dudley Square. Chinatown.
Oh, is it Nubian Square now?
Nubian,
Whatever.
which the thing with Nubian, right?
Yeah, well, we won't get into that. But
so Chinatown,
Yeah.
I'm a white cop. I'm a Greek cop in Chinatown.
Yep.
And I'm dealing with 98% Asian Americans.
Yep.
And I'm pulling them over. It's going to show in my stats that I'm being biased to Asians.
Yeah. But again, like we always say, though, numbers aren't the story, but that's what they're hanging their hat on.
Right.
Is like, oh, no, just pull up his stats. We don't need to hear from the officer.
But it comes back to the foundation of what you were talking about. Do some research.
Yeah.
And you'll see that you're wrong.
Yep.
They won't do the research because they'll know that they're wrong.
Yep.
And everybody likes to be right.
And here's another thing. I mean, in the article I get into this. Here's the other thing. It turns also into us versus them.
Yeah.
That's what it turns. Like
Yes, it
these
does.
types of laws and policies that are coming out now, it is really magnifying and forcing the us versus them mentality.
It really is.
And it's no longer community taking care of each other and cops doing our jobs and doing all that. It's no longer that. Now we're the enemy and the citizen is more right than the enemy. You know what I mean?
It's all being sensationalized.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
It's all being dramatized and sensationalized. Like, people don't understand. The left side of this picture is the order.
Yeah.
Right? The right side is the chaos.
Yeah.
I don't care what color or creed or sexuality you are on the right side.
Yeah.
I'm protecting what's behind me.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Exactly.
And what's behind me can be the same thing. White, black, Asian. Could be anybody.
Yeah. Again, I'm going to get off a little off topic. So we recently had a death in Massachusetts of an officer, Deputy Chief Peterson. Great fucking
R.I.P.
guy.
sir.
And he died of illness, and his funeral's coming up. So, I mean, the funeral will all be done by the time this episode comes out.
Yep.
But nicest guy in the world, warmest heart in the world, really all around great guy. I worked with him when he was a lieutenant at detectives in the neighboring community. We've worked drug cases together, all kinds of cases together.
So he didn't really know you, is what you're saying?
No, he didn't.
May your memory be eternal, sir. Go on.
I'm awesome.
I'm looking for Officer Awesome.
Yeah, exactly.
Go on.
So today was the funeral procession going from the hospital to the funeral home.
Okay.
We were all standing on the overpasses of 95 along the route. Police, my department. I actually had to get in my uniform. It felt weird. Yeah, but it's okay.
Did it fit? You've grown.
Barely. If I bent over, I think my pants would have ripped.
I've lost 2 inches on my waist, and I feel it. Everybody was telling me at work that it doesn't look funny, but you know when something you think looks funny, it's stuck in your head?
Yeah.
I'm like, I must look like a fucking slob right now.
All right,
go on.
So one thing I noticed while we were standing on the bridge waiting for the funeral, we had our blue lights on and all that. People were honking on the highway, like thanking us, like giving the fist pump. But you know what I noticed? Construction workers, landscapers.
They stopped.
No. The hardworking American was the one that was honking their horns.
Oh, no shit.
Giving us the attaboys and
no
thank
shit
you for your service type stuff. And it was a common theme, what I noticed.
No shit.
And it was really cool. One, I was like, oh, awesome. Like, yeah, thank you. You know, that's all good. But just noticing that, and we all said amongst each other, I'm like, hey, did you notice who honks the horns and who gives us the high
People
five?
also picked up on that?
The other
cops?
officers.
Yeah.
We all picked up on it.
Yeah.
We're like, Look at that.
And it's pretty clear.
The hardworking American who sacrifices also. I mean,
Yep.
count construction workers, count these electrical workers, all these guys that were due a public service.
The foundation of our country.
Exactly. But they get it.
Yeah.
Why at every construction site you see an American flag?
Yeah, exactly.
Because they know they're
pride.
building pride in building.
And respect.
They know they're building America up.
They're forwarding our society.
Exactly.
Like,
But those are the ones that acknowledge that acknowledge other public servants.
yeah.
They acknowledge it. And just noticing that actually made me feel good. One, because I'm like, yeah, see, there are people that recognize what we do. Right. And then, you get the other. What's funny is one of the guys commented, hey, you didn't see any Teslas
Honking. Well, you got to get Tesla's, motherfucker.
That made me laugh.
I'm about to get one.
Well, I was like, yeah, and BMWs and Mercedes. And, so, I mean, just we were laughing about that. But let me segue back to the article. But again, to me, like that moment, it wasn't us versus them.
No.
It was a community supporting a fallen public servant who died of illness or whatever, for whatever reason he died. It was the community coming together to honor.
Let me make a statement.
Yeah.
It was never, in reality, it has never been, will never be us versus them.
No.
People on their own didn't wake up and say, it's us versus them.
No.
Am I right or wrong in saying that the only fucking people that drove it was the media?
Well, media and politicians.
And politicians.
The two number one threats to American democracy right now is the media and certain politicians.
Absolutely.
So tell me I'm wrong.
You're not.
Tell me I'm wrong. But the thing is that we come from countries where we've seen it.
It's already starting in Greece.
It's happening in Lebanon.
Cuba.
Cuba, Venezuela.
Yep.
But here's the thing: we know it, we lived it, we see it, but we're seeing the writing on the wall in America.
Yep.
And dumbasses are too dumb to recognize it. They are just giving the media, these politicians Again, I'm going to go back to Bernie Sanders. One of these days, actually, someone emailed us. I got to find that email. Thanked us for doing what we do and all that stuff, and sent me the YouTube link
of Bernie.
And he said he found it. He looked for it, found it. We get so many emails, guys. If we don't respond to all of you, I'm sorry. It's only me and Pete. So
and Ayman does this the entire time. Delete.
Well,
Ooh, this one's hot. I'll talk to her.
Yeah. Well,
delete.
Listen, I'm the playboy of this place. All right.
What's the fucking saying? You got a face made for radio.
I'll go with that. I mean, call 1-900-Ayman. And I will talk to you on the phone. You remember those? You remember those 900 numbers?
I remember them. I accidentally called one when I was like 4.
I called one when I was 8 and didn't realize it was going to charge my dad
$8,000. Mommy, why is this woman saying that she wants to put my what in her what?
Yeah, exactly. Anyways, now that our ADD really kicked in and gone a whole different direction.
Hold on, I'll be right back.
Yeah. So us versus them. So media, certain politicians turned it into us versus them mentality. I believe also not only is it a threat to American democracy, but it also undermines law enforcement so that they are less likely. So they, as in the media and these certain politicians, are less likely to be held accountable for their actions.
Yep.
Really think about it. The loudest voices are the ones that have something to hide. How many times have we gone to a call, disturbance or whatever, and the loudest asshole has like 7 warrants for his fucking arrest, and you're like, really?
Yeah.
You're the cause?
And it's also usually the loudest asshole that's the emptiest. Too.
Yeah.
What's the saying? The emptiest can rattles the most?
Yeah. Yeah. Well, here's the thing. It shows time and time again, though. Like, look at certain politicians that got hung up on these scandals of these sex trafficking rings or whatever.
Yeah.
They were the loudest voice against it.
Isn't that fucking, like, it's right under people's noses and they still don't realize it.
And you gotta, like, it's amazing to me that people don't see that.
there's a denial part in it. Not to get all Jordan Peterson on it, but there's a denial aspect of this shit.
I know, yeah.
And people, it's like, again, it goes back to even 9/11. You know, when people would be like, a fly can't go over the Pentagon without somebody knowing.
You know, the fucking 737 made it.
You know? Nobody could get on a plane with a weapon.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like, this can't happen here.
Yeah.
It goes all the way down to the local neighborhoods. Nobody will break into my car.
No. Yeah, exactly.
It's the denial aspect.
Yeah, exactly. So it's undermining and it's causing us as a profession to kind of hold back a little at the same time. Because here's the thing, as a profession, there's also a self-preservation aspect that we need to honor in the profession before these assholes destroy it. Because we owe it to our fallen brothers and sisters in the past who died to get us where we are.
There's been so many sacrifices, man. I said it in one of my little short videos. Which one was it? It was the one that I accidentally recorded when we first bought all the studio gear.
Oh, okay.
And I was telling them how worth it all is.
Yeah.
Right? Like, how many people have died?
Yes.
How many people have died by their own hand because of the fucking stressors and everything? How many lives have been ruined?
Actually, the number now, I believe, hang on. We are, I believe, at 71 now who took their own lives, officers.
That's fucking ridiculous,
71 now.
It's...
over at, guys, head over to Salute the Blue. They put out some excellent information about this. 73.
73. And that's that we know of.
That we know of.
Right. I would venture to say that it's probably 10 or 15% higher.
Probably.
Yeah.
That we know of.
It's not just that. That's the ultimate in like, holy shit, right?
Yeah.
It's the other things. How much has been sacrificed for this fucking line I'm in? Hold on, let me find it. Where is it? God damn it. Here it is. How much have we sacrificed? You know what? When I was standing on that line getting fucking bottles and piss, and I was getting little hoodsy cups that were filled with cement. You remember those?
Yeah.
Frozen bottles of water?
Yep.
I sacrificed a lot. I'm not by any means trying to fucking violin me here. Don't feel sorry for me. You know what I'm saying? I would do it again. But the fact of the matter is I sacrificed because my little girl had something to do that night.
Yeah.
On my night off.
Here's the thing. Countless number of times, SWAT activation.
Yep.
I have to leave mid-barbecue.
Yeah.
Or
wedding.
That last SWAT call out at 3 a.m.
Yep.
Wake up, get out there because we had some armed gunman asshole who decided to do what he did and whatever. But again, yes, a lot of sacrifice goes into these things to protect those we love and to protect those that we are sworn to protect.
We know, guys, that for the idiots that watch this and send us stupid shit, we know we signed up for it.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay?
Exactly.
The difference is it needs to be acknowledged that we will continue to sacrifice for it, and we know you won't.
How about that idiot after Officer Moynihan when he got shot in the face and they ended up killing the bad guy?
Yep.
When at the time before he was commissioner, I believe he was Captain Gross. Yeah. He was every rank. Or a deputy or some high rank. And I remember one of the protesters talking to him and saying one of the comments that was said to Gross, well, aren't you guys trained for that? And
trained for what? Dying?
Well, that's what he said. Gross looks at him and says, what, getting shot in the face?
Yeah.
He's like, I'm done talking to you. He turned around and just walked away.
I actually remember that.
Because, and to me, I had so much respect for Gross as a rational, very smart African American man who is proud of his heritage.
Yeah.
Proud. And he put that kid in his place because that kid, you remember our last episode with Officer Dion Joseph, the indoctrination, right?
Yep.
I mean, I picked up on that big time. That is an indoctrinated kid to where he thinks that what Bernie Sanders says is gospel.
Exactly.
You don't respect a cop, you'll get shot in the back of the head. That fucking, to this day, it still fucking infuriates me.
Well, it should because you realize how much damage something like that actually did.
Oh, it did tons of damage.
Right? Even from Barry, President fucking Barack Obama.
Yeah.
With the whole Cambridge cop incident.
He acted stupidly.
How much damage did that do?
That's where it started.
I always tell people, and I think 99.9% of our listeners, our friends, our family can always agree with this. I might be wrong. It's just the way I think of it. I don't ever demand respect from anybody. Mm-hmm. I don't want it. I don't want respect. Mm-hmm. I just don't want disrespect.
Yeah, I'm the same way. Listen.
We can be the most normal human beings in an interaction.
Oh, yeah. Today, I ended up stopping a couple of our frequent flyers just to check on them. And right away, am I in trouble? No, man. Just talking.
Yeah.
I was like, well, how you doing? What's going on?
So it wasn't stop.
No. What's going on? What are you doing? Are you doing good? Yeah. You getting the help you need? Yeah. Oh, yeah. Thank you so much. I got the contact you gave me. I got food stamps going, and they're getting me set up. It was a homeless guy. They're getting me a place set up. But here's the thing. I don't want thanks for that.
Yeah.
That's just me doing that is just me being the decent human being that I am.
Exactly.
Seeing someone in need of help and providing that help, even though I arrested him the week prior for a warrant, but through that process, I gave him contacts to call to help him.
Well, there's a reason for the law. There's a reason that you have to follow the law. It's to maintain order.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
It's for the good of the people. It's the Commonwealth.
And he actually admitted today, he said, yeah, I know I did violate my whatever, and that's why the warrant came down. And I was like, dude, everyone makes mistakes.
I wasn't coming out looking for you, dude.
No, you just happened to be at the wrong place at the right time for me. But
Ayman gets another stat.
Listen, stats are very important, man. As an employee, I need to generate revenue.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, shit. All right. So something like that, right? That is the clear example, order and chaos. I could leave this guy still homeless, where he's still going to break into shit. He's still going to steal food to maintain his need for food or whatever. I could keep and play this dog and pony show of locking him up every time I see him because I know he's going to have a warrant because he just broke into a building the night before that we investigated because he was trying to find a place to sleep. No.
Right.
You know what? I'd rather choose the order side where I give him numbers to call. And you know what? I am a firm believer in this. You can lead a horse to water, but the horse has to drink.
Yeah.
And I told him that. I said, listen, I'm going to give you these phone numbers. Call them. It's up to you.
Here's your resources.
I'm not going to hold your hand. It's up to you. And he did it, and I give him credit for that.
There's a lot that don't.
No, exactly. There's a lot that don't, but it tells me where their mindset's at.
Yeah. But there's a lot that'll see what you've done for him and what he did for himself and maybe learn from that too.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. But again, that is the clear distinction between order and chaos. That is the thin blue line right there. Not fucking white supremacy bullshit or whatever that is being shoved down people's throat. And it's extremely, again, like they like to call it, I'm in like the lower paragraph now.
Here?
Right under, yeah.
Okay.
So, it's the one where it says the above picture depicts the thin blue line. Okay, yeah. So it is not the wall of science, as I said before. It's not bad cops hiding behind the thin blue line, being sneaky and whatever. It's not that.
Yeah.
We know plenty of cops that got fired, got resigned, we'll call it, because they knew they were going to get fired. Even cops went to jail for certain shit they've done. Here's the thing, like I said, every fucking profession has this issue with the bad apples.
Truth be told, our profession, not the podcasting profession, our profession, those numbers are grossly better and lower than 90% of fucking professions out there.
Oh, yeah.
I was in the banking industry for a very long time.
I'm sure you know,
Look at what the banking industry did to the fucking U.S. economy years ago. You know what I mean? Countrywide.
Yeah.
But you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, how many employees are fucking stealing? How many employees are doing, cutting their overtime or cheating on their overtime and all that stuff? Guys, I'm not saying that policing isn't bad. I mean, I'm not saying that there isn't bad apples in policing. There is.
Yes.
Right? We've weeded a lot of them out.
Yes.
And even now, I'll tell you, and tell me if this is agreeable to you, Ayman, if you know there's a crooked cop, you're going to get in his fucking face.
Oh, my God, yeah.
if you know there's something going on, you'd be the first one to testify.
Yep.
I would too, because I've always, even the kids that I've trained, even the people that I work with, I always say to them, no matter who it is, treat the person as if it's your mother that just called 911.
Absolutely.
That's the order in chaos.
Absolutely. It's that simple. It is that simple.
And how many cops do you know do that?
I know a lot.
Right.
I know a lot. And it's indicative. Again, I go back to how police officers are a picture of what society is. And I need people to really think about it. Think about what's been going on. Think about the quality of officers. Actually, recent conversation with my chief, 8 pages on our list, only 10 signed up.
What?
8 pages on our list, only 10 signed up.
Seriously?
Yep.
Why?
Because of what's going on. This
Why
bullshit.
Why would they?
Here's the thing. Yeah, is it worth it? That's
would
what they're thinking.
They're mostly college educated.
Yeah.
Right? They're like,
Yeah.
what the fuck am I going to do this job? Because we all know that the first few years of doing this job suck.
Oh, it does.
In terms of pay.
Yeah, it's
It gets progressively better.
and you're always ordered in, and you
Right.
goodbye Christmas, goodbye New Year's, goodbye 4th of July. We get it.
And now let me go be society's fucking piñata.
Yeah. These days, and might be in jail for doing the right thing.
For doing the right thing.
Yeah.
How many people, guys like me and you, 15 and 20 years on the job, right?
Yeah.
Have we actually sat back with everything going on and said, can I get out?
Oh, absolutely.
Like you've vested so much of your time and effort.
Yeah.
Right. And I've made the conscious decision, and I said to myself, I can't.
No, I can't.
I can't abandon it.
At this point, no. I'm too vested in
Right.
this profession to just get up and go. I get it. I get guys and gals who are in our boat 15, 16 years in, 20 years in, and decide to just hang it like enough.
I get it.
Totally get it. And I applaud them and I respect them for that, because I know it's tough out there. It is fucking, I mean, here, people do not realize some of the phone calls that come to the police department, to our dispatchers, where someone's pissed off because, why did the cop go on the breakdown lane with his blue lights on? Well, because he's going to a fucking shooting.
Yeah.
Like, get the fuck out of here.
Why do you know what it is? In a way, I'm just playing devil's advocate.
Yeah.
We are public servants, right?
We are.
And the public that we serve deserves a right to know what they're paying for, how they're paying for it, how they're doing it. I get all that. I respect it.
Yeah.
But there's some things that are just asinine.
Yeah. There's no, like, there's certain things that we have to answer to that is stupid. Honestly. It's because what people are trying to do with their agendas is to take what we put out, spin it to make it look like what it is not.
I'll make a statement. I think there's 2 reasons, very valid reasons, I think. I think, one, their worlds are so fucking small that they have nothing better to do.
Oh, no, they don't.
And number 2, and I know a lot of guys just heard that and were like, oh, yeah, there's fucking Jimmy that never has anything better to do.
Think of 10 people.
Right. And then the other thing is they're jealous.
Oh, yeah.
I think a lot of these people are jealous that it is a good job at the end of the day.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Here's the thing. They're jealous for the wrong reasons. They're they're jealous of the power.
Yeah. Like
that's what it is. It's jealousy of the power. These TV shows, The Shield, and some of these crazy, wild police dramas, which they are.
The Shield's not real? I thought it was a documentary.
Yeah. Hey, I watched a documentary called The Shield. You should see how policing really is. But
people do believe that.
People believe it, though. That's the thing. When I go testify in court at grand jury or whatever, and and you hear questions coming out of the grand jury to you, and you're like,
really?
One of my favorite questions was a bank robbery that I investigated and solved. Actually, I didn't. Actually, I didn't really do anything. It was a bank robbery turned car chase, and we got them after the car chase.
It was my arrest.
But listen, it's all about the stat. All right, I already told you that. So I remember going to grand jury, and it's funny to me where we still have to do the due process thing. Where the guy's red-handed. He said, was in the car. There, it is what it is.
Due process.
Due process. I'll go do the dog and pony show. That's fine. I just want the white hair, though. I'll do that, actually. That'll be awesome. But
what do they call them?
I don't know.
Tories and wigs or something like that?
Whatever it is. If I can wear one of those, I'll go to court every day. Actually, if I ever get...
Hear ye.
Exactly. If I ever become court prosecutor, I will wear one here and there and get thrown out of court.
Have you ever, I'm sure you've done this in Massachusetts. You ever done like you taking the jury out to certain like a shooting for something? Okay. And the jury wants to go see, and you see the court officer with the giant stick.
Yes.
Have you heard them?
No.
They put the stick out, and it's from like the 17 or 1800s, right? They put the stick out, and they're like, in the name of the Commonwealth. And you're like, what?
That's what I mean. The white hair needs to come back.
Well, that's what I pictured. In the name of the Commonwealth.
All right. Now that we've gone way, again, off topic.
What are we talking about again? Thin Blue Line.
Thin Blue Line, but the CSI effect at grand jury, where I remember one of the jurors, and I was warned by the ADA, assistant district attorney. He came up to me and he said, "Listen, total CSI effect with this batch of grand jurors." I was like, "All right, here we go." So I did my spiel. Blah 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 blah. Any questions from the jury? Here we go. One hand went up. Okay. Yep. What do you got? In the camera footage, it was a little grainy. Was there any way you could have zoomed in to clear his face so we can see that it was him?
You know what, juror? Yes, I did it on purpose so that you can't see it. How's that?
I looked at him. I'm like, no.
And he was like, oh, okay.
And I could see the ADA just like cock his head a little, like,
right.
Can
I tell you something? This whole fucking last 5 years of this bullshit going on, it sums it up with what you just did.
Yeah. Yeah, pretty much.
Right?
Pretty much. It's like, are you kidding me? But it all ties into this Thin Blue Line, people, where it's become such a circus out there for us. Such a circus.
I say it all the time, the greatest show on earth.
Oh, it is the greatest show on earth. And it's getting more of a show, to the point where you have cops second guessing every little thing they do, to the point where it's dangerous.
One of our today's July 15th when we're recording this, but today is the quote unquote anniversary of an officer that died.
Yeah, Officer Chesna in Weymouth.
And posthumously sergeant, right?
Yeah, posthumously sergeant. Yep.
One of, I think, the main reasons for, I'm not saying I'm blaming him, but I think the man questioned himself during the call. That's
the theory on why he did not shoot.
Right.
Because he had every reason to.
It's more likely than not that that's what it was.
Exactly.
I'm not downing this guy in any way.
But again, it shows how people cops. You are in a lethal situation.
Yep.
Lethal. And you second guess yourself.
Remember that video that I sent you this morning?
Yes.
We can't tell you what it was, but I had my long gun out. Mm-hmm. Somebody actually asked me if it's necessary. Came out of their house in their like fucking Uggs and their pajamas, walked over to me while I'm pointed. Is that necessary?
Get the fuck out of here. That's what I tell them. Do you see I'm in an active fucking scene?
Right. And the scene, it ended up being fine, but it could have been really bad.
Oh, yeah.
And then I would have had to answer for him getting shot in the fucking mug.
Yeah. Yeah.
Is that necessary? Oh, my God. It wasn't in the part that I sent you, but I think I might still have it.
No, I mean, it told me everything. And it's sad that it's become like this. And, you know, in the last paragraph, I say these are very troubling times for those who have dedicated their lives as police officers. I think we've talked about that, and we know it. The media shows public opinion of police officers is plummeting, or that's how they want to make it seem. And today, like I said, today was sort of a reflection for me when I was getting, we were getting honks and attaboys and, thumbs up and shit like that. But this silent majority that we always talk about and is always referenced is affected. I said it's going to be, because here's the thing. This article, actually, I forgot to say, it was written September 2nd, 2020. And at the time I said they are going to be affected. No, now they are affected.
They are affected.
Because there's certain laws that have now come up that are now active because it's past July 1.
Yep.
They're now active because of these knee-jerk policy, and the silent majority can no longer be silent. Here's the thing.
Enough.
You, silent majority, are our voices. Politicians don't want to hear from us. They could give a fuck about our opinion.
Right.
They never listen to us. Even if they come up to us to talk to us about traffic patterns, and
they just want a picture.
And we tell them how fucked up this intersection is going to look like, they're not going to listen.
They want a picture.
No. They want to hear from Joe Citizen, who actually is not trained and knows how to deal with traffic patterns. The picture, oh yeah, that looks good. Yeah, I see the arrows and the lights. And one thing that you don't factor is the timing of the lights, and how is that going to affect the timing of the other lights right down the street, which it shows for us when we knew it during Christmas, when it's fucking gridlocked from 2 miles down to the fucking border.
Yeah.
And we knew that was going to fucking happen. But did they listen?
Why would they listen?
Why would they listen? They know, exactly. They know better.
We know better.
Yeah, exactly. No, we're going to make this work. Okay. All right, dude. Have fun.
I like your line here.
Yeah, go ahead.
They don't represent lobbyists or special interest groups.
No.
You're totally right.
Yep.
All these people that now you're talking about the voice of reason, right?
Yeah, voice of reason.
Yeah, these people, they don't represent anybody but law and order.
Yeah.
Chaos and order. They want their order. They want their kids to grow up in the greatest country in the fucking world.
Exactly. And these elected officials need to be reminded that's who you answer to.
How many times have I said it?
I know.
People have been like, you need to tone it down. No.
That's who you answer to. We, as cops, answer to the citizens of
exactly.
Our community. I don't answer to the fucking mayor. No. You answer to your people.
100%. I said it to a buddy of mine last night. I wish I could read the text. It said, we as a country, I'm going to find the text because it was like it fired him up so bad. And I was like, oh shit, maybe I shouldn't have sent it to him.
Oh, well, hey, dude, midnight shifters got to keep themselves awake.
Right. I used an expletive, need to be reminded that they aren't leaders. They work for the public. They are public servants, just like I am when I wear my uniform. How many times have I said that, right?
Yep.
Our republic has swayed wildly into exactly the territory it was designed to avoid.
Yes.
Exactly what our founding fathers, who created an absolutely perfect document that had perfect amendments.
Yep.
Exactly what we wanted to avoid.
Yep.
We've gotten into.
Well, it's because of years of amendments, years of what we read on our last show with actually. Oh yeah, it would have already come out with the
infiltration.
Infiltration.
Yeah.
When you read that document.
Yeah.
So here's the thing: our enemies take their time.
Exactly. Yeah, they have nothing but time.
They have nothing but time. We're the same way when we go to other countries. We take our time.
Exactly.
Okay, and you stupid sheeple.
Absolutely.
Help them with everything.
You're perpetuating their agendas.
Oh my God, yes you are.
Perpetuating their agendas and ruining our fucking country.
Exactly.
Because you can't get above looking at a goddamn picture of a black flag with a blue line on it and not get your panties up in a bunch.
Yes.
That's why. That's the only reason why.
You know what that is? I go back, first world problems.
100%.
I'll tell you right now, if they were in Cuba, Greece, Lebanon, these other countries that are having issues, do you think they're going to look at that?
Are you shitting me?
Waiting in fucking lines to get bread and food and whatever else? Dude, inflation in Lebanon is so bad. I just learned this. Inflation in Lebanon is so bad that for every dollar, it is 17,000 lira.
Yep.
Every dollar.
It's insane.
You can't get food.
It's insane.
As if you're a Lebanese citizen, 17,000 lira won't even get you a sandwich.
Do you know what's happened here?
Oh, yeah. Right? Oh, yeah.
The greatest country and the greatest economies in the world. It's happened here. People were burning fucking wheelbarrows of money.
Yeah.
To keep themselves warm because it was useless.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, again, it goes into that naivety.
Yeah.
It goes into that, it can't happen here. When you get butthurt over a flag with a blue line on it, because you secretly want to be part of that fucking line and you're jealous of it, right?
Yeah.
And then you don't know what the reality is of it. You are the problem with this country, 100%. I want somebody to say something about the yellow flag on here.
Yeah.
I want somebody to say something about it.
But
I wouldn't wear this shirt in a uniform capacity.
actually, I had another crystallizing moment today. On my way back to get changed into my regular clothes.
These are your regular clothes?
Of course. Back into my regular clothes. I was driving behind this car. This dude could not drive. I just wanted to get to the fucking station.
Yeah.
This person could not drive. And I'm like losing my mind. But then when that person took a left and I got to see what the driver was, and I was watching the rear window and there were Teletubbies lined up and that person was alone in the car wearing a mask, I said, that person should just stay home.
I saw a meme the other day that was, if you ever thought that you would get in line when the Nazis came and get on the fucking trains, now you know.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Hey,
now you know.
Hey, fucking, it's true.
If you get behind the person in your community that says there's something wrong with this thin blue line and it represents Nazis and fucking whatever stupidities spewing out of your diarrhea of a mouth, right? If you get behind that person, there's something wrong with you.
Yeah. Have a logical, reasonable mind. Research. Look shit up.
You know what? Don't even research. Call us.
We'll
explain it to you.
We'll explain it to you. Yeah. Here's the thing. The internet is supposed to be the information highway, right?
Yeah.
Why don't you fucking get on that highway and start looking?
Because these people are fucking, they're full of their own speed bumps, bro.
I know. You know what it is? It goes back to that South Park episode that I love. When who was it? When it wasn't Randy, it was the other dad, Stanley.
I don't know.
Yeah, well, the dad, the Jewish family.
Yep.
Where the dad bought a Prius and started smelling his own farts because he became so hoity-toity. That's what is going on right now. You got people that are sniffing their own farts, thinking that they can answer, or they are the answer to the $1 million question of the thin blue line. I'm telling you, that's the image I have now, because that crystallizing moment of that person taking the left and seeing the Teletubbies and seeing them wearing a mask all by themselves in a car all alone. I was like, that's it right there. And by the way, they were driving a Prius.
Very stereotypical of you. But it's true.
Listen, I went through training, ethics, and implicit bias.
You're good.
I'm good.
Check box.
Checks box.
Ivan's good. He can say whatever he wants.
Exactly.
I had a buddy of mine the other night. He listens to this show a lot, and we were talking. And I was like, did you get that email I sent you? And he goes, no. And I said, check your junk. Mm-hmm. And he's like, okay. And he checked his junk. And he started smiling. And I'm like, what are you smiling about? And he goes, it reminds me, and he's going to laugh when he hears this. He goes, it reminds me about 2-3 years ago, I had a client that I emailed and said, hey, you didn't get this paperwork signed. Did you get it? The guy replied back, said no. I replied back and said, check your junk. The client ended up going to HR and saying that he didn't like the way that this kid said, check your junk. He should have said, check your junk mail. So he took it as like a sexual thing.
Oh my God.
Anybody hearing this, can you see it as being far-fetched in any way? No. Right?
Well, at first when you said check your junk, I was going to do the giggity.
Like, but still, if somebody says,
knew what you meant,
check your junk.
Yeah, I knew what you meant.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, but that's the sensitive hoity-toity, I'm going to smell my own farts because I think I'm perfect. And I'm going to tell you how you should speak.
Well, that's the thing, Ivan. That's one of the biggest things, is that I don't care how educated, quote unquote, educated you are, right? Yeah. I don't care how much fucking status or pedigree or anything you have. We live in a country that allows us to do whatever the fuck we want and not have to listen to you.
Here's the you remind me, you don't care. You know, we don't care. MD, right? One of the great initials after a name. A while back in the large city, I was working, I was doing traffic detail, and you know when the green line trains, the doors open up, it says stop.
Stop, yeah.
Yeah, you know, you can't, it's kind of like a school bus. You can't go by it because
Yep.
people are getting on and getting off. It was early in the morning. I was sitting because we were having issues. I guess cars were flying through and people were almost getting run over and stuff like that. So again, order and chaos, right? So all of a sudden I see this Audi frickin' speed through like a bat out of hell.
Yeah.
I, throw the blue lights, pull him over. He gives me his MD license.
What are you going to take my fucking kidney stone out?
I looked at it and I'm like, what's this for?
Yeah. You want to check my temperature?
I was like, oh, he was like, no, I just wanted to let you know. I'm like, license, registration.
Yeah.
I don't need your MD license. And another thing, I have a lot of respect for doctors, but
Yeah.
what you did,
Yeah.
if you mowed down 5 people, would you still have that license?
Exactly. Get the fuck out of here, dude.
That pissed me off when he did that.
Yeah.
And he got a ticket as a result because, one, it was such a maniac of a move that he did to drive through, and it was a lot of people getting on that green line because it was
It's
during rush
okay.
hour.
I have an MD card.
Exactly. So I was like, again, one of my thoughts was, what? So if you mow down someone, you'll put him in your car and take him to the ER, and then you'll fix them? Is that what you're trying to tell me? Like
Yeah.
I asked him. I actually asked him. I said, listen, is there an emergency at the hospital you're going to? It was one of the prestigious hospitals he works at.
Yeah.
Are you an ER doctor? Is there emergency surgery that you need to do?
Yeah.
Is there some life-threatening
Yeah,
thing
see, I could
you
see
need
that.
to
He's
get
like,
to?
officer, I'm going to fucking
Exactly.
surgery. Here's my medical card.
Exactly. I will help you get there.
Yeah, exactly.
But especially to save someone's life. That's fine. I'll give you the pass. But no, I'm on my way into work. Well, fuck you then. Like, no, that's not an excuse.
It's like, how many thousands of you guys listening, right? How many times have you heard do you know who I am?
Yeah.
Do you?
The last time someone said that to me, I almost threw him down the stairs, and my partner had to run upstairs to do the good
Stop.
Hey, partner, why don't you switch and go downstairs and you can talk to the other.
He wants to know who he is.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Iman's biting him.
I was literally going to launch him down the stairs because as soon as he said that, I'm like, I don't give a fuck if you're the president of the United States. I am here for, and dude, it's a good thing my partner stopped me because the dude was going to go head first down the stairs.
Speaking of the president of the United States, right? People don't realize this. Years ago, not even that long ago, you could walk into the White House and talk to the president of the United States. He's the commander in chief of the military, and he's the executive officer of the country. He works for you.
Yes.
I loved President Trump.
Yes.
I've actually met him, but that was one of the things about him. He was a very normal guy to you and I. Mm-hmm. He was very, boisterous and fucking loud and angry to a lot of other people, but to you and I, he was awesome. Mm-hmm. But the point I'm trying to make is that's where people have a disconnect. Mm-hmm. The thin blue line works for you. Yeah. It doesn't work for us. It works for you. The politicians work for you.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
So, enough rant.
All right.
I'm going to smoke my crack pipe.
Meth.
Guys, I know you enjoyed the episode. Get on YouTube still. We're still on it. They're still giving us shit. Subscribe for us just to give it to them. We're going to be on Rumble really soon. We have another platform that we're going to be going on. That's a really interesting platform. We want to thank our supporters, HavocJournal.com, GymJunkies.com, Vector Shields, WellnessForWarriors.live, LiveBoston617.org, EagleEyeFirearmsMA.com, ODKit.com, GunTrack.app, Houlet-Law.com. I'm going to have a reminder here that I got to get you one of my shirts.
Yes. Giggity.
Guys, stay safe.
Stay sapient.